Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Miami's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Garrison. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Hurricanes are on the move. Power football with the run. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Leon. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking for space. It's Rice. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Feeling some, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Hand off from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Leon. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, K. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Oh, he wants it all. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
They stripped it out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
Second. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and then you add the answer to the test right there.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to...
Send it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are, and now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. Got a lot of running room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everything.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play call.
He lost one down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's going to pass on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Smarty. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, and this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Spartans.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Michigan State. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to that. Nice job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Leon. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they'll make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty...
All kinds of running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Hurricanes are marching down the field.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off play action on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Looking to scramble. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, K. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going to take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Pulls it in. It's Weiss. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't fight made his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
On the return, it's Rich. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Michigan State, 30, Miami, 28.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Weiss. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's going to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit, because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
He finds his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Garrison. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in the
Open runway ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Garrison. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wants to throw. It's Leon. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying.
He's going up top. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be brought down. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Ripping through the defense. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for